Hey, Rick Khan here, and imagine for every $1 that you put into Facebook ads, that if you could get $3 back, you'll have a machine that literally prints money on demand to grow your business to the next level, basically turning your advertising into profit. So let's say you already have a Facebook ad campaign running, or you simply need to know the best way to optimize for the highest ROAS, then this video is jam-packed with value that will show you specifically 3 ways to turn your ad spend into a cash register, and that's whether you're running your ads to consumers or businesses. But first, here's something you need to know, because most advertisers overly obsess over every single detail in the ads manager, such as what campaign type, what bid strategies, is it tofu, mofu, bofu, and so on. But here's the thing, in a way you might not expect, no matter how much you try to lower your ad costs, you'll still find that ads can still fluctuate, where one month it's a feast for you and another month it's famine, where your return on investment burns quicker than a crop fire. But here's the thing, if you focus on these concise, actionable steps in this video and you work on getting them right, you won't have to worry about whether Facebook drops your conversions or if impressions cost more than they're worth, especially if you're not a pro marketer or a copywriter. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't focus on improving your ads, but keeping up with constant changes, and most business owners, you're too busy to be a pro level marketer, wherein these methods will help you to sustain your advertising in the long term. So saying that, jumping straight into it, with the first step is to focus on increasing your average order value. Now, no matter what happens with social changes, where let's say advertisers all of a sudden move to other platforms and your prices drop on Facebook, to then all of a sudden advertisers all come back, jumping back on Facebook after more changes. There will always be fluctuations with advertising costs, and you never want to rely on hope marketing of getting cheap ad spend. Instead, you want a solid business that sustains you for many years. That's why focus on getting your average order value higher. It's a key integral part of getting more money from the advertising machine. Because when you increase this and Facebook gets more expensive, that won't matter as much, because you're getting more from your ad spend regardless of the situation. So here are 2 simple but absolute powerful ways to do this, which is first, if you're already running a sales page that's converting, all you have to do is add a simple order bump that will increase your order value by up to 30%. And the truth is, if you don't do this right now, you're gonna literally leave money on the table, where you can increase your profits pretty much instantly simply by adding this, which also means for you that you'll also have more room to spend on your advertising. I mean, people who are already ready to put their credit card details into your checkout page, they're already gonna buy. And I can promise you, it's not gonna put anyone off from buying if they see an order bump. So with that, order bumps, they're usually higher priced than the original sales offer. So for me, I have a website where I sell in volume with offers from $7 to $27 on the front end, and order bumps, they go around $37. But another example, let's say for example, you sell software for $47. Just add an upgrade or an additional yearly package, add-ons could be up to $67 or more. But basically, take something within your product or service and add it onto what you already sell. Then another way to increase the average order value is adding an upsell. Now, I'm not kidding when I say this, but if you haven't got one already, upsells will literally revolutionize your income once you have this up. Because on average, you can increase your average order value by another 15 to 30%, where upsells, they're placed after someone makes a purchase, and it's usually priced higher than both the offer and the order bump. Now with pricing, I price my upsells between $67 all the way to $197. But again, this is how I price it. Yours could be from $27 all the way to $997. It's not something that's set, and it all depends on the value of what you create to your customer. Now, upsells, in all honesty, are a little bit more complicated than just creating a simple order bump, and it does require more copywriting skills to create one, because it's usually in the form of a video or a written sales page. But with that, can you already see how much you'll add to the advertising machine? I mean, What would your revenue look like for you if you could add another 30% from order bumps to your current Facebook ads and a further 30% in upsells? This is how you start to turn the advertising machine into a real cash machine, putting dollars into ads and turning them into thousands. But with that said, before just moving on to the next step, I just want to mention, when you create your order bumps and your upsells, they must follow a logical process of what you're selling. So quick example, if you're selling cooking equipment, you would upsell maybe recipe books or supplies of cooking materials. However, next is something that if you're not doing, I really want you to consider to do this, because I would never rely solely on social media, which is to get your prospects emails and follow up. Now, the whole debate whether email is dead or not, it's absolute garbage in my opinion. And the people telling you this are trying to sell you a course, and they're trying to indoctrinate you into their thinking. So please do not listen to this advice, because here's the thing. Would you rather rent the land or own the land? If social dies tomorrow, you could lose all the work and the subscribers in an instant. But with email, you'll not only follow up with prospects, but keep them in your sales funnel for life or until they unsubscribe. So if you're not already getting people into a list, find ways to sign up your prospects, even if you sell directly to Facebook, because people who visit your sales page and leave, you could have more opportunities to sell them over and over again without paying more for the traffic again. So you're basically increasing your chances of making more money from the dollars that you put into the advertising machine. So let's say you run a sales conversion ad directly to a sales page. Simply put a pop-up on the sale page if they try to leave. Then all you need to do is just follow up. But let's say if you're already doing lead generation on Facebook ads, then you should already have a follow-up in place, because the truth is, the follow-up is where most of your sales will come from. And the goal of setting up your autoresponder is to deliver more helpful value that helps your subscriber achieve their desired goal. Because even when you put a one-time offer page after people opt in, only 1 to 2% of these people will buy, and all the sales comes from the follow-up and the email broadcasts. So for every penny you put into advertising, you want to make sure you squeeze all the juice from the orange. Now, just to quickly mention, if you don't have an autoresponder email system or you're looking for one, then the one I use is GetResponse, because for me, I'm a very visual person and it lets me build email campaigns in a visual way, where I'll put the link below. But saying that, just use any autoresponder and start moving quickly. Now, lastly, to increase your Facebook ad profits to the next level is to test, tweak, and optimize through split testing. Now, split testing is a way to find the fastest way to either 1, increase your current return on investment, or 2, test something new to get your page to convert. And here's the thing, you're not spending more money on Facebook ads, which means you're optimizing your funnel to get twice as many conversions and spend the same amount of money that you're already spending. So again, for every dollar you're putting in, you're essentially doubling, trebling, or even quadrupling the output of the machine. And that's what A/B split testing is about. Now, when you split test, it's important you only split test one thing at a time. If it's a headline, only test the headline. If it's a button, only test the button. Or let's say it's the offer, then again, only change the offer. Do not do multiple changes when running a test, because you need to know what worked. And if you do multiple changes, how would you know what's working? Now, what I recommend you test are the things that scream, not whisper. So things such as button colors or layouts, this won't really have a powerful effect on your customer psychology, as this is really just whispering. But your headline, now that's one of the most important things to hook your audience in. It's the first thing that they see, and it determines whether they'll read more or not. And the next thing I recommend is the offer. Now, let's say you've tried your headline changes and it doesn't make much of a difference, then the offer is where you want to focus on. So with all this said, once you nail each of these steps, I guarantee it's going to change the way you advertise and will literally grow your business to the next level. But let's say if you've tried any of these steps before, or when trying them, you still don't see the growth in your profits, then it could be 2 things that's wrong, which is 1, it could be the message that you're inputting into the Facebook algorithm, where I show you how you can swipe and paste 7 steps to hack the machine learning with a free blueprint that you can get at zillaclick.com/free. or it could be because of the copy within each of the steps, because the words you convey to your audience is the key to conversions, where I'll show you how you can write better in 30 days with these copywriting exercises. And make sure to let me know if this video was useful by leaving a thumbs up. And until then, I appreciate you and I appreciate your time.